In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness that there is no God but Muhammad, but no God but Allah. Muhammad is his messenger. And the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is our divine reminder and one of this in our midst. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Jock Brothers Presents Let Us Make Man, a podcast of brothers that desires nothing more than to present a positive image as to what a striving man of God should be. For we all are family men who love our children. We all are businessmen. We all are youth mentors, and we all work hard in our communities to make it a decent and safe place to live. When putting this podcast together, we decided to govern ourselves by three actions. One was to put God first in all that he do. Two was to present content to podcasts that can make you a better you. And three, to present brotherhood and unity amongst men that you could be proud of. My name is Brother Kawi Muhammad. I'll be your host and moderator for the night. I'm that guy that really and truly loves the beginning of things, the root of things, inspirations and motivations. And so I hope you enjoy those lines of questioning. Another host of the podcast, brother born in Orlando, Florida, always bringing an excellent attitude to every meeting. Good guy to have on your team if you're trying to do something positive. I'm talking about my brother, Jackie Muhammad.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, Jock Nation. We got another one for you, Jock Nation. Last week it was the F team, but before the F team arrived, we had to see the A team. So we got this week, we got the A team. So buckle up, Jock Nation. We want you to send them questions in. You want to hear those stories too? We want to hear them as well. So send those questions in and enjoy yourself. Back to you, Kawi.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And another host of our show, brother born and raised in New York City. This brother is the producer of the Jock Brother.
Come on now.
If you are looking for a mover and shaker, if you're looking for somebody that absolutely want to get it done, that only goal is to make sure that bottom line is achieved, you're talking about my brother right here, brother Ahmed B.
Praise be to Allah. Praise be to Allah. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness there is no God but Allah, Muhammad is his messenger. I am your brother, Brother Ahmed. Tonight we have a show with a group of brothers who I strongly admire their detail, their hard work, and their dedication. We, the Jock Brothers, try to strive and pattern ourselves in these areas through our podcasts, through our mentorship, and through our programs. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Jock Brothers, JAKQ, Jock Brothers. You can also find us at our website at www.jockbrothers.com, www.jockbrothers.com, and support us with our Cash App at $Jock Bros, $Jock Bros. You can also email us at jockbrothersviewers@gmail, jockbrothersviewers@gmail. We also have an initiative in play right now where we're trying to get the baddest, boldest, Black-owned newspaper, The Final Call, to our brothers and sisters that are incarcerated. So if you know any brothers and sisters in your family, in your network, in your community that would like to get some of this information, some of this news that will help them during their time in the incarceration, please send us information at jockbrothersviewers@gmail.com, jockbrothersviewers@gmail.com. And also remember to support us at $Jock Brothers, $Jock Brothers on our Cash App.
Jock Bros.
Jock Bros, Jock Bros. Scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Thank you.
All right. No further ado. Let's get to work. So last week, the Jock Brothers had the honor of honoring one of the great teams ever assembled, arguably one of the great teams ever assembled in the Nation of Islam history. A lot of people have their views about that. I think it's the greatest team ever assembled, and I'm talking about the F team. It was a team of captains, regional captains, that was assigned to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan to travel around the world wherever he went, and also manage the regions in which they was assigned to. What I always had this one question: how was they able to manage these regions? And they was somewhere on this planet with Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan? Well, today, family, we answer that question. Under the leadership of Captain Curtis, F5, that was over the southern region of the Nation of Islam, these brothers right here was his go-to guys. When he needed paper sold, these are the brothers that led the charge. When he needed somebody to travel to across the country or to another country, these are the brothers he called here that led the charge. When he needed a soldier to be trained, these are the brothers that led the charge. And so today, family, I introduce you with a Jock Brothers round of applause. Atlanta's own 18.
Wow.
So they all have numbers, but I'm just going to go one by one. Let these brothers introduce us, say an opening word. Let me start off with the opening word with Brother Don Enoch.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I'd like to greet my brothers of the A-Team and the host of this incredible show, and the listening and viewing audience in the greeting words of peace and paradise of Assalamu alaikum. I am Brother Don Enoch Muhammad, and this is really this is quite an honor. Like I didn't know that we were doing something really special, or we were just soldiers and happy to serve, and so this is really kind of strange, to be celebrated in such a manner. But all praises are due to Allah. So I'm happy to be here, and I give way to my other brothers and colleagues.
Thank you, soldier. Great opening words. Next brother I want to introduce himself to the Jock Nation is Brother Marcus Muhammad.
Assalamu alaikum.
Islam.
Yes, sir. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. I'm grateful as well, thankful to be on. And like bruh said, it's weird to be honored, because we really were just working and really having fun doing it.
That's right.
So we're grateful, thankful. I did grow a lot from being around these brothers. There's something I took from all of them, little do they know. And ever since I've been coming through the doors, it's something I took.
Okay. He might have had a little glitch there. We'll get back to you, Brother Marcus. Praise be to Allah. Okay. Next brother that will be honored. Okay, go ahead, Brother Marcus.
No, I'm telling him we can't hear him because something's wrong, Brother Marcus. We can't hear you.
Okay, yes, sir. Next brother to be honored for his services, our big brother, Leroy Muhammad.
Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness there's no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger. I would like to thank you, brothers, the Jock brothers, for allowing me and the brothers that's on this platform an opportunity to share with you words of encouragements to some of your audience that may be listening, that may have seen some of the things that we done back in the days of the early 90s. and it's just a blessing to be a part of this team. Once again, my name is Brother Leroy. I was known as A4 here in Atlanta. I served in several capacities under the student regional captain at that time, Curtis Muhammad. I served as his FOI captain, final call captain,
Right.
His final call captain, his FOI secretary, myself and another brother that's not a part of the show at the moment, but I was part of many different tasks that Brother Curtis had within Atlanta. and
Mhm.
he had a variety of brothers that did a lot of things here in Atlanta
That's
that
right.
made the success of Atlanta. And every one of us played a major role in that success. And we all had to play a role. It wasn't one man that can do the things that we had to do at that time.
Right.
All of us had to play a specific role and stay
That's right.
in your role.
That's
And if
right.
we want to be successful, and that's how we all became who we are and what we are trying to become now,
That's right.
is by staying in our lanes and playing a role that Allah has blessed us to do at that time and still blessing us to do at this time.
That's right.
So I'd like to thank the brothers, Jock Brothers, for this opportunity to share a few words that I might be able to help another brother down the line.
Beautiful.
That's the second time I heard it today. Stay in your lane.
Mhm.
I guess that's the theme of the 18. Next brother that's being honored tonight. My brother. I call him my big little brother. Brother Aquan Muhammad.
Aye.
In the name of Allah, that Muhammad, I'm sorry, brothers. I'm nervous. I don't know what. In the name of Allah, and merciful. I'm the baby of the group. And I came in on the tail end of something that was just awestrucking to me, you know, as far as brother is concerned. And this, brothers, this is an opportunity. Opportunity for this platform.
Brother Aquan, your audio ain't that strong, brother. Hold on. I need you to start over. I need you.
Okay.
You're breaking up. You're breaking up.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Right now I do, yes. Oh man, you ain't coming in too strong, brother.
It's choppy.
Your signal, wherever you at, you gotta get closer to your internet. Your signal.
Just go ahead to read.
Yes, sir. We got you. I want that open word. We got you. And last but not least, and I'm gonna let these brothers honor the other brothers that was not able to come on tonight. But last but not least, on our panel tonight that's being honored, our brother, our big brother, Rashad Muhammad.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, sir.
Lake Islam. Fruit.
Yes, sir, man. I think the Jock Brothers, I think the 18, more than any of that. We thank Allah, His Christ, and their Messiah for allowing us to be a part of this nation in any capacity.
That's right.
Well,
That's
praise
right.
be to Allah, brother.
Man, a few words, man.
That's it, brother.
Man, brother Rich about that life, bro. He about that life, man.
Yes, sir, bro. I just, man, like I say, brother, like Brother Aquan was beginning to say, it was a time, brother, that that made men, and we was a part. We were blessed to be to come in at that time. You know, you're dealing with a pre-internet world. So we didn't have the luxuries of being able to do stuff like this at the time. To even be remembered, brother, it is just an honor.
Praise be to Allah.
Flowers while you live, brother. Flowers while you live.
All praises are due to Allah.
Can you speak now, Brother Aquan?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, I had to come downstairs. I do apologize. In the name of Allah, the beneficent and merciful. As I was saying, this platform, brothers, Brother Leroy said something I don't know if he realized he said it or he realized that I heard it, but he said something to us because of the type of work that we do, that if we don't document our own history, you've written out of history. So this is a beautiful opportunity that you all are giving, individuals to step forward and actually share, their experiences, because a lot of this stuff just it'll go for nothing. And a lot of the migration to Atlanta was based off work that we laid down. We all young OGs in this thing, really. So this is a beautiful opportunity, man. And like you said, it's a lot of brothers that were a part of this that we want to get opportunity to be on this platform, but we can represent for them because of the work that we did, because it was a collective effort, across the board.
That's right.
And all trained to be captains by brothers.
Right. That's right.
He
That's
said
right.
he wants us to be captains in this capacity. So this is a beautiful opportunity, man. Thank you.
Yes. Yes.
Praise be to Allah. And brothers, just want everybody to know that the A team is much bigger than just these 5 brothers. I
Right.
think there was around 10 brothers. So we don't want nobody to be omitted from getting a chance to have their name at least mentioned with the A team. So one of you brothers, man, if y'all can just mention the names of the other brothers that made this group what it was.
Mm.
What about you, Don? Can you mention the other brothers' names?
Well, definitely there was a brother Steve. And brother Steve, he left the Nation of Islam, but he was a member of this team. Help me out, brother Rashad, brother Leroy. Who else was it?
Brother Talib.
Oh, brother Talib.
Brother Dave.
Brother Captain David. Yes, sir.
Brother Lawrence.
Brother
Lawrence.
Brother Lawrence.
Who else had it?
You said Hassan?
Yes, sir. From Tampa.
Oh, Hassan. Right. Brother Hassan. That's right.
The rabbit hole goes deep with this, but there's so
many.
many.
There's a lot of A brothers out there, man.
Right. There's many different levels to the the team, where there was actually extensions of the team as well, where there was a core of us that at a drop of a hat, phone call was made, we on the road, wherever we need to go, we were there. Then there was extensions of the team once we touched down, that there were other soldiers that would come around that were a part of Atlanta that would help us in the effort of making sure that whatever the captain needed done, we made sure it made it happen. So he didn't have to worry about, all he had to do is worry about securing the minister.
Yes, sir. The beautiful thing that I noticed since I've been here in Atlanta is seeing you all right now still working, and you still move. You move with congruency. I've been on several details with you all, and I watch you, man. You move with congruency, and the training, how it stuck, it sticks. Brother Marcus, brother Rashad, definitely you, brother Aquan, brother Leroy, still doing so much work, and Don Enoch just moved up into on the heaven team, and it's still growth and development.
Yes,
What
sir.
do you contribute that to?
If I may,
Yes, sir.
and I wanna lay the foundation, because the brothers that's on this panel, and even the other brothers that we mentioned, the nucleus of us is Brother Curtis.
Yes,
and I want to speak about Brother Curtis for a moment, because Brother Curtis is the foundation here. He's the glue here for us. I'm qualified to speak about Brother Curtis because I'm the only one on this panel, and I believe on the team, that came with Brother Curtis or migrated from South Carolina to Atlanta. Okay, so the minister of a mosque is responsible for the word, and he's responsible for touching the heart of the lost found, causing the lost found to stand up to accept the teachings. That's the job of the minister of the mosque. But it's the captain's job to make that lost found, to transform that lost found into a Muslim, into an FOI. It's an awesome job that the captain has. A captain in the Nation of Islam is an awesome thing. The template of the FOI is given by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
Facts.
But the captain with the teaching and the training and the discipline is the one who's pouring the concrete into that template to make an FOI. And depending on what kind of captain you have, will determine the durability, the density, the strength, the
That's right.
endurance, the perseverance
Come on.
of that FOI.
Right.
Curtis, brother,
Ooh.
Curtis is a man to be
Brother Dunn,
admired.
you going in and out, Brother Dunn.
I'm going in and out.
Yeah, right now you good right there. Stay right there and see what you're gonna say.
I think when I get excited and yeah. So I gotta keep it cool.
Excitement is good.
So, Brother Curtis is a man to be admired, and especially as a young fruit of Islam. Right. So Captain Curtis is the kind of brother who is not going to ask a brother to do something that he himself is unwilling to do.
Okay, all right.
He's the kind of brother, captain, that led not from behind. Brother Curtis led from in front. No, Brother Curtis was with you, because Brother Curtis is the kind of brother, he's very competitive. And you are not going to outdo Brother Curtis in anything.
Right. Lean forward, Don.
When it comes to fishing, right? Can you hear me?
Yes.
When it comes to fishing, charity, parents, selling of the Final Call newspaper, drilling, you're not going to outdo Brother Curtis in anything. Brother Curtis is going to give more charity than you give. Brother Curtis is going to sell more papers than you sell. Brother Curtis is going to be sharper than you.
I like that talk.
And Brother Curtis is going to be, Brother Curtis is going to, his shirts are going to be crispier than your shirts.
Come on now.
His bow ties are going to be flyer because his wife, Sister Medina, makes the bow ties.
Yes, sir. That's definitely that.
That's right.
Shoes are going to be nicer than your shoes. You have to compete with Brother Curtis. Brother Curtis was right there with you, moving with you. So it was easy for me to follow a captain like that, to take the instructions of a man like that, because he was not just talking the talk, he was walking the walk, and he was living it. And right. I was right there. I lived with Brother Curtis. And he was Farrakhan long. See, a captain also has to be a Farrakhan company man. He's a company man. That's all he talked about was the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And because he was part of that awesome team, the F team, he was out with the minister traveling the world. And we were so happy to see, if we saw a video or it was something live, we saw our captain there with the other regional captains. That's our captain right there. And when he got back to South Carolina, he was sharing the stories, the larger than life stories of his comrades, the other regional captains and Minister Farrakhan. And we were like little children glued to his every word. Mm-hmm. And then when we got a chance to be around the regional captains, like we were in awe. When we got a chance to glimpse the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, we were in complete awe. It was Brother Curtis who taught us and trained us how to act into the discipline of an FOI, how to act around the minister. Brother Curtis taught that, because he would give these anecdotes with him on the road in different situations. Like if the minister came in the room and Brother Curtis is very animated, would act the thing out. So this was like training for us. FOI class was to midnight, 1 in the morning. And after that, we had to go to the Waffle House until about 3 in the morning. And it wasn't a thing like you could bow out and say, nah, I don't want to go, because Brother Curtis had something called esprit de corps. Esprit de corps is the fellowship, is a feeling of pride and fellowship and common loyalty shared by the members. So you wanted to be part of the FOI. You wanted to be part of Brother Curtis' team. And so he was grooming us. Midnight FOI class, 1 in the morning FOI class, then coffee and toast to 3 in the morning at the Waffle House. Those men who was able to be with Brother Curtis and hang like that with him while he's constantly teaching, those were the brothers. And these are the brothers make up the A team.
Thank you.
So I just wanted to say that, and to give a foundation, like because none of this we wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't be able to serve in the capacity that I currently serve if it wasn't for the training. It wasn't for the training and the permission. The permission he gave.
Hold on, Brother Don. It's the other people. We got you. We got you, brother.
That was needed.
We got you, brother. I know. Okay. I know the spirit hit you, brother. You could have did.
Hey, I'm full. I go all day about my captain, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look here, we got a new brother. That's just logged in. A brother, David Muhammad, brother. Take about 90 seconds, brother, if you to introduce yourself. Tell us a little something about you and your time.
David?
Captain David, brother.
I'm sorry.
Hey, he's on mute.
Oh, hold on. Hold up, Captain David. Hold on a second. I can't take him off mute.
Okay. You have to unmute yourself, David.
He just muted him.
Oh no.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Okay, you ready?
All right.
Yes, sir.
Oh, brother. This is an honor and a privilege. Brother Curtis made me a man, and I was older than him. He taught me structure.
That's right.
It was something in my heart that wanted me to follow him. I mean, he just was the man that I wanted to be.
That's right.
You know what I mean? He took the fear fully out of me. You know what I mean? Being in the Mars, almost, he talking about down about 1 o'clock. We stay 5 o'clock. 6 o'clock. You know what I mean? He taught me how to go out and get the brothers to follow me like they were following him. We went to Birmingham, Montgomery, sold 2,500 papers. We were doing it, and that was all because I believed in him. Allah put a spirit in me that I know he wouldn't do nothing to hurt me.
That's right. That's right.
He told me, and when I had that car accident,
yes, sir.
He took me because when brother woke up, the first thing I said was, "You got the final call paper." Drill that into me. Ain't nowhere, brother. Ain't nowhere. Ain't nothing he can ask for, I won't give to him. If I don't have it, I got to go get it. You know what I mean? When I was down, going through a divorce, I was in the hospital. They told me I wasn't going to walk again. Him and his wife offered their home for me to stay in. The brothers came around. I couldn't even get out because I was in a cab. They picked me up just so I can use the bathroom. I mean, it was, that's comfort. That's comfort. When I know that somebody loved me, I don't know what to say. It's just no words can explain that. Brother Don, Brother Mark, all of us were together. We stayed in the FO house with Brother Don and stuff. We did everything together. I mean, it was like, it was a true brotherhood. That's what I love. It's a true brotherhood. You know what I mean?
That's
Brother
right.
Curtis saw something to me that I didn't even see in myself. You know what I mean? I didn't even see it myself, bro. I see Brother Marcus. You know, we just had so much fun. We love each other. You know what I mean? Solar paper, then we went out to eat. You know what I mean? It just, I mean, I can't say, bro, I'm honored to even be in y'all presence, in his presence, man. To talk about him, I can talk about him 24/7. You know,
That's right.
That's right. I love it. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
I got a question for Brother Leroy.
Oh, yes, sir.
How did the A-team get put together?
That's a good question. Just like Brother Don mentioned, the brother Captain Curtis and his great creative way, he established a certain team of brothers that had certain roles and certain functionalities based on their personalities. Everybody based on your personality, that's where Captain Curtis knew you as an individual, and he knew where to place you on his team.
That's true.
So as the A team proceed to work with the E team, the captain then put all of us in certain roles to work specifically with the E team. So every one of us had a specific role in working with the E team.
Mm-hmm.
So we all had certain duties within the mosque, as well as when the minister came within our region, what our duties and our role would be in the event that the captain or the minister was in our region.
So, but how did he pick? How did he find y'all though? Like, where he found you at?
He, like Brother David said, Brother Don mentioned, he just knows the individual heart, and he knew the heart that he had around him and who he was able to train to be a soldier for Allah. And once he knew that you was a soldier for Allah, then it was a no-brainer for him. He knew that you
was the class
asked for based on whatever the minister said he needed and wanted.
It was he chose from within the FOI class. Man, and it's so good to see and hear Brother David. Good God Almighty. What I just heard his voice right now, I didn't know if I wanted to snap to attention. Because see, Brother David, he made Brother David the captain because Brother David was a supervisor in the post office responsible for, I don't know how many people, hundreds, thousands, 2,500 people. And so he was the manager, supervisor, so he knew how to manage men. And ain't nobody could talk much. And Brother Captain David and push the men. And because he was no nonsense with them glasses on, and he was clean, and he was clean. And like he was something that you had to respect, man. So, but Brother Curtis saw the personalities and the skill set of certain brothers in the class, and he just picked them. He plucked them. Hey, I need you to do this. I need you to do this. I need you to do that.
What was your job, Brother Dunn?
I had whatever he asked me to do.
Right.
I did it all.
Hold on. Let me get Brother Marcus in there. I want him to get in. He can't get in.
What didn't I do?
What was your job, Brother Rashad? I know what your job, Brother Rashad. Go ahead, what was your job, Brother Rashad?
Whatever the cap max for, you know. Yeah. Look, man, you may wear one hat at the beginning of the FOI class. You may have 3 other hats before the night is through.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
you had to be a worker.
Anything Cap asked for, though, you know, and I had the personality coming out of Atlanta.
Yeah,
I was one of the only Atlantans who was on the team. Native Atlanta, nobody else from Atlanta was on the team at that time.
That's right.
And it was because I think my fearlessness.
Yeah.
Cap was like, you know, Cap could send me into a fire with gasoline draws on, and I'd be like, "Is this what you wanted, Cap?" You know, I wasn't the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I was gonna get it done regardless of whom or what.
That's
Right,
right.
right.
Sir. Yes, sir.
And brother Rashad, who was Richard and who was affectionately Truck, brother Rashad, from being from Atlanta, he knew everybody. Not only did he know, they knew him.
Yes.
They knew him. It's one thing if you know somebody, but it's another thing when people know you.
Right, right.
And he was either people, and those are the people who were very close to him and to his family, or I was most impressed about, even to the women in Atlanta, he was Brother Richard.
Mm. Mm.
And he is twice my junior, but I was so impressed moving around the city with him, and all of the women knew him as brother, as Brother Richard.
Get the mute button ready. Get the mute button ready. Let's get
No, it was brother Richard.
You know you signed that contract, brother Doug. You can't talk like that now, bro.
No,
in the contract.
But it was brother Rashad's example.
Come on now.
Brother Rashad's example.
Come on now.
That made me want to keep the brother out front.
Right.
It's important.
You got to keep the brother out front. You're not just Don Muhammad. Brother Don Muhammad. And Brother Rashad taught me that from his example. Did I ever tell you that, Rashad?
Thank you for
no tears
in the world, but I thank you, brother.
Yeah, that's right. That's
flowers
right.
while you live.
I got a question. Oh, you got a question, brother Jackie? Go ahead, brother.
No. I said flowers while you live, but I got a story about Brother Rashad though too. In Orlando, how I found out about Brother Rashad. He started a riot down there in Orlando. You want to tell us about that?
I do not recall. I just remember selling 30,000 final calls. I was calling no riots. But you can share your story. Maybe I was there, maybe I wasn't.
Yeah, well, no, but it was a good thing. I wasn't active in the mosque, but I was passing by Mercy Drive. Where you all had the contract in Mercy Drive. Y'all had the security contract. And one of the people from the community flagged me down. Hey, Jackie. And your brothers, man, what your brothers doing? I guess somebody had them disrespected or either beat on a sister, and you came to her aid. Is that correct?
Well, yes. Okay, so let me tell you what happened. I travel with Brother Captain all the time. I was young. I didn't have any children or responsibility. So whenever he was ready to roll, I was ready to roll.
Come on now.
And we had just got a contract. I mean, literally walking out of the office, signing this contract for security. And this brother is like beating this sister like terribly. Now, the one thing that I remember Minister Farrakhan saying is that, that's one time he advocated to get down. Like, we don't put our hands on sister. Go ahead, do you, brother. So by Allah's permission, he allowed us to see that, and we dealt with that. And not only did we get the contract, but from that day forward, they gave us everything we asked for in the contract.
Yeah.
You politely put that story, bro. I like the way you politely told that story, brother. I got you, though.
30,000 papers. That's all I can remember, brother.
30,000. Come on, man.
Hey. So look, man. Our brother Aquan, man. He told me about y'all how y'all like traveled all over this place at a moment's notice, man. To me, it's hard to fathom that. Like you just you work in, you at your job, and you get a call, and you just gone like that. Is that what really happened? Is that how it really was?
Yes.
Tell me about y'all travel. Tell me about that. Aquan he don't got kind of quiet. Come on, Aquan. Let's get it.
Now it was we were told, brother, coming out of processing class with Brother Minister Darrell out of Macon, He told us once you enter into this, you take flight. You put on wings. As soon as you touch down in this and you accept this,
Come on now.
You believe in this, then you're gonna answer the call. So that's the spirit. We took that on literally. It was times where I think the minister was on a 52 country tour and he was coming back in through Canada. And we because of our training from Brother Curtis, we had enough sense to rent. We rented 2 burgundy Cadillacs, and that was part of the training. He had already introduced us to the E-team, and we saw how they moved. So we emulated everything we saw them do. We did on our own level. So we ended up renting 2 burgundy Cadillacs, driving from Atlanta to Canada. That was one of the funnest road trips I ever had. I mean, we broke the speed limit and almost totaled cars.
You said to Canada?
Canada. The minister was coming back in from his 52 or 53 country tour, coming back in through Canada. So we beelined up to Canada. When we touched down, the minister was just getting off the plane, and the brothers in Canada didn't have the same experience as far as training, and they didn't have a motorcade set up for them, so there were no vehicles. But the fact that we had the cars, but Curtis called us like, "Where y'all at?" I didn't even know if he knew we were there at that time, but we had just pulled in. "Where y'all at? What kind of cars y'all got?" We told him. He told us where to come to. We pulled up. When we hit the curb, get all his stuff out the car. We had to pull all our luggage out the car. We didn't even have a hotel fresh off the highway. We pull all our stuff off, cars take off. We stand on the side of at the airport with our luggage in the snow on the curb. Not one person complained. You know why? Because we knew what it was.
Right.
They got
Wow.
Minister, got him off the plane, took him to the hotel. We had I don't know how we take taxis or something. Caught taxis to the hotel, checked into the hotel, and it was an honor. All praises due to Allah, because we knew how to move. That we did what we did. Right. We got there. Otherwise, the minister wouldn't have been able to move. So we ended up with some of the best posts on that trip, because we were willing to be a part of the team. And as we did, it's numerous situations like that where the E-team, you don't just get on the E-team. You got to put in some work. So anytime they looked up, no matter what city they were in, we were there.
They see y'all.
Like we were like an annoyance at first. Like, man, who are these dudes? But it got to the point where they're like, look, man, get them something to do. And then they eventually told us straight up.
That's right.
That's right. Of the E-team, because of the work that you put in, y'all wherever we at, we know y'all on deck. We ain't even got to ask questions. If y'all there, we're gonna give you something to do.
Captain Dave,
that's right.
Yes, sir.
How did y'all finance all this traveling I was doing, man? All this spur of the moment traveling.
By the grace of Allah, you know, Brother Curtis, I know what Brother Curtis made me get things that I didn't know I can get. You know what I mean? He said, get it, and I had to get it. I was looking at Brother Rashad, Brother Richard. He was so young, but he got a heart of a lion. I mean, when he was around, I had no worries about any kind of danger, because he's going to take care. You know what I mean? It's just that, brother, I keep in contact with Brother Aquan. You know, come on, the love, brother. I mean, we financed. I went out of my way. I didn't care if I went broke. I was going to make sure Brother Curtis had what he needed. It didn't matter. You know, they called me. One thing I can say about Brother Curtis, for me, I don't know about nobody else, he took the fear of white people out of me. I'm from the South. You see what I'm saying? All that fear stuff went away from me. Whatever he said, get done, it was done. When he brought Miss Farrakhan came through Atlanta, and we went around to the back and picked him off the strip, that was power. You know, people looked at it like the president was coming off. You know what I mean? It was. You know what I mean? Because Brother Curtis just got that magnet. He's like a magnet. He put people in place where they need to be at. You know what I mean? And like Brother Don say, Brother Curtis is a gift from God Allah, that he knows. He can read your heart. I don't know. It's like he reads your heart. I don't know. It's something about Brother Curtis that he knows you better than you know yourself. I mean, it's just amazing how put Brother Don together and all us came together, and we loved each other. We got attached to each other like a biblical cord. You know what I mean? And I got fed from brother. You know what I mean? And I can't say it. Brother, man, I'm so glad. Nation Islam, the best thing ever happened to me in my life. I'm 70 years old. That's the best thing ever happened to me in my life.
Oh, you 70?
I'm 70 now,
brother. That's what I'm talking about.
And
That
I-
energy, brother. That's what I'm talking about.
best thing ever happened to me in my life. I'm telling you, being a Nation Islam. You know what I mean? It's the best thing ever happened to me.
Brother
Absolutely.
Leroy.
Absolutely, brother Iquan, and brother Rashad. Is somebody here text say you taught them how to shake up a car to make sure it was ready for a detail. What's that shake up? Hold on. Now, if it's G13, if it's old G13 in there, you know, you ain't got to talk about
it. No secret to it. We just, we were
okay.
E-team how to, make sure the cars were straight. Just from tire pressure to, to gas, to the seats being in the right place, the mirrors, the not turning the car off when we sit, the car sits still. It's a host of things that come into play when it comes to, the minister's detail, and nobody's around those cars other than the people that's supposed to be in them, at all times.
Absolutely.
Brother, let's get Brother Marcus in while he's still on. Hey, man, what was your job with the A-team, Brother Marcus? We can't hear you.
It varies.
It varies.
I'm gonna have to call him on my phone. Let him talk to my phone.
Okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you tapped over there, Brother Marcus.
Yeah, but let me say this. Let me say this. When I came in, we was going through so many transitions and captains that a lot of brothers, we was hardcore. We was trying to come in and do a lot of work, but we didn't have a steady captain that was training us the day to day. So the brothers you see on the screen, we tried to emulate you. So we watch how y'all drove the cars. We watch how y'all dressed. We watch how y'all interacted with the papers. We learned from your experience. So it was a more of experience training. Each one of you would drop a little seed on us here and there. Nah, you can't do that. Nah, y'all not supposed to be doing that. Nah, but the training that we got from you brothers were your examples. I just want to let y'all know that y'all will forever be blessed for the examples y'all set and continue to set for us and brothers coming under y'all. We always looking. We're always looking. From our dress code. Oh, mute. That's Brother Marcus. We got to mute him. Yeah, from our dress code to our shaving to our haircuts to our shoes, our suits. It was like, well, you see Iquan come in, you see Rashad come in, you see Leroy come in. It's like, okay, let's see what they're working with. They always coming in with new style of suits, new shoes, different cars. It's like, okay, and we work so hard. My question to y'all is, how much of yourselves did you have to take away in order to be that example? Was it a point where I have to remove me to be the example here in the ranks?
Can I answer that?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know what? Absolutely. You know what I came to understand from the teaching and being up under Brother Curtis and the example that he set? I learned that all of us, those of us that weren't born in the nation, we before we accepted the teaching, we had the white man's mind. Mm-hmm. We had some success in that arena. So when we were told to accept our own, to be ourselves, which is a righteous Muslim, and to study the white man for his successful, he makes no excuses for his failures. Then I had the white man's mind before I came in. I need to study the success that I had and leave the negative part off and bring forward the positive to accept my own, to be myself. So when I understood that, I understood more of what I needed to do as far as hearing and obeying, seeing the examples. I didn't have to be told a lot to do certain things because I watched the examples of others, and then I had the extreme extreme example of Brother Curtis being in front of us, being connected to the minister, and it was a no-brainer. I can't move. I don't know, so I can't move off of what I don't know. I have to go with what I see and just emulate what I see in front of me. So yes, we did. I know that I had to leave a certain part of myself aside in order to accept and hear and understand what it was that we were being trained on.
Yes, sir.
You brother Charlotte, what you had to give up, brother, to make this work?
Oh wow, brother. I mean, I had nothing. I came into Mars as a teenager, brother. I came into Mars as a very young man. So I think the difference for me was I never wanted to be anything but, a helper of Minister Farrakhan in whatever capacity that was. When I came into the Mars, we worked with entertainers all the time. I think Brother Too Short, who was one of my first celebrity contracts, it was like, yeah, I've been listening to your music my whole life. Yeah, that's cool, but you need to come see Minister Farrakhan.
Right.
And I remember watching him go meet Minister Farrakhan and coming out the room in awe as we were in awe.
Yeah.
So for us, Brother Regional Captain Curtis, he made sure that because he was a company man, that we were company men. I remember Brother Don when we went to Chicago with the then Supreme Captain Brother Sharif, and who is the original minister now. But when we went there, I had never seen another man serve another man so hard. I mean, Brother Minister Sharif at that time, Supreme Captain Sharif, he would get the Mosque Mariam at 6 o'clock in the morning and stay to 1 o'clock in the morning.
That's right.
And so when Brother Curtis came back and we were doing those 5 o'clock paper nights, I just thought that's how it go. This is what we do. Brother Leroy, like, man, we got 30,000 papers. Brother Leroy, organize it. Brother Dave, tell us where to go, and we finna go sell 30,000 papers. So I said jokingly, but really in truth, brother, this is all I ever wanted to do. I didn't want to be no entertainer. I didn't want to be in corporate America. I wanted to be a soldier in God's army, and that's what we do.
Can I answer that, brother? For me, I was willing to give up everything because on my job I had the FOI ready on me, and when that thing called, I don't care what it was doing. The manager in front of me, I took the call. You know what I mean? When Brother Melvin called about them final call, I was going to answer that call. I didn't care what the people at that job thought about me. They knew what I was about. You know what I mean? Just the whole era. Man, I was willing to. Man, I lost my wife. I gave the job, everything. If she wasn't with Farrakhan, they can go. That's how it was. You know what I mean? I was willing to give. I heard it. Don't get me wrong, it was pain there, but I was willing to do it because Brother Curtis told me there was nothing come from Mr. Farrakhan. So I had to that. So I learned that, man. I mean, Brother Curtis taught me to be obedient.
Yes, right. That's right. Beautiful. Beautiful.
To another black, it's hard for a black man to be obedient to another black man. You know what I mean?
That's right.
He taught me to be obedient, man.
That's right.
It just to look at these brothers, Brother Don, Brother Leroy. I know we need some cars. I can call Brother Leroy. He gonna give me some cars. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was gonna go through. You know what I mean? I really didn't travel with 18, but I made sure they got to what they want to get. You know what I mean? Brother David, get them there. And I had to get the transportation to make sure they got there. You know what I mean? It's called, I guess, Allah had put me in the status that I had to do with being a manager at the post office. I had good credit on stuff. I can call. He knew that. You see what I'm saying? I can call and get things. You know what I mean? I mean, I didn't know. I was scared. We were talking about go spend up on some money, but Chris tell me, whoa, can I handle it? You know, I was gonna have to fear. I didn't know that I can make stuff happen like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? He said, brother, you got good credit. You can do what you want to do. You know what I mean? I was scared of that, man. I was driving a little Volvo, but Kurt said, go get a Mercedes. You know what I mean? I can't do that. Yeah, he said, do it. And I went and got it. You know what I mean? But man, it just, brother Curtis made me see a lot of things that I didn't know was in me. I mean, I can't say that enough. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Hey, brother, I got a brother Sabir on. Brother Sabir, introduce yourself, soldier.
Praise be to Allah. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Sabir.
Brother Don, Brother David.
Yes, sir.
Brother Leroy, Brother Aquan, Brother Richard.
But
Yes,
Marcus
sir.
on, but Marcus
Yes,
on
sir.
you.
Praise be to Allah. It's good to see all of y'all brothers. You know,
Yes, sir, brother Sabir.
we did some heavy soldiering back in the day. There,
Yes, sir.
and I was sitting here listening to each and every one of y'all, and especially working with Brother David. I was first officer at the time, and I mean we did some soldiering. We did a lot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We did a lot. And like you all said, Brother Curtis, he was the glue that kept us all together, and it was all through love.
Right.
Straight love. I mean, when the brother came in and accepted Islam in the Nation of Islam, we literally grabbed the brother's hand.
That's right.
And pulled him into the ranks.
That's right. That's right.
And that was straight up love.
Right.
You
And
know,
told
and-
them,
Right.
and told them, Brother Sabir, now try to pull your hand
That's
out
right.
of my hand.
That's right.
And the brother
That's
would
right.
have to literally almost fight,
That's right.
pull his hand out of Brother Curtis' hand.
Yes, sir.
Brother Curtis would then say, well, that's what it will take for you to pull away from this brotherhood.
Absolutely.
And he was serious about that.
Absolutely.
Brother Dunn, what did you have to give up, man, to make this work for yourself?
Well, brother, whatever it was, whatever vice or whatever part-time thing you thought you could do, you couldn't do because you were at the mosque 7 days a week.
Right.
That's right.
No off days.
That's right.
You were always at number 15.
Mhm.
Damn.
If you wasn't on a job, you reported number 15.
That's right.
Sit back just a little bit.
Given time, at any given time, and especially an off day, you could find 50 to 100 believers in the building.
Mhm. That's
You
right.
have to remember that during the 90s, you had Minister Jamil, you had Minister Rahman,
That's right.
and you had Minister Abdul Malik Saeed, who was Minister Tony.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mhm.
They were the three ministers, and they were there every day. Number 15 was electric, brother.
Yeah, it was
Right.
rock and roll.
And you wanted to be there. It's not
Absolutely.
like this was you were instructed to be there. You were instructed to be there, but you wanted to be there
You
because there
wanted
was
to be there.
always something happening.
That's
So
right.
to answer your question, if you had something else to do, you could dead that because you ain't had no time to do nothing else because it was always all hands on deck every day.
So before we go to commercial break, let me get Brother Leroy. What did you have
Yes,
to give
sir.
up, man, to make this work for yourself, brother?
Man, like Don mentioned, it was a heavy struggle for me personally to have a job,
Right.
and I only kept that job because Brother Captain Curtis instructed me to keep the job because of the position that I had at the job, and that's the only reason why I was able to keep the job.
That's
Because
right.
we was at the mosque, like Don said, 24/7. I was at work and at the mosque at the same time. You be at work,
Right.
the phone doing the mosque business. So he's like, man, what are you supposed to be doing? Are you working or you at the mosque? So I don't care where you was at any given time, you was still at the mosque. If you wasn't physically at the mosque, you was at the mosque doing something for the mosque.
Right.
It was never a dead moment that you wasn't at the mosque.
That's right.
And to give up something, it really wasn't much to give up.
Right.
As we are FOI taught, our word is bond.
That's right.
And we gave our word that this is what we say we're going to be, FOI. So we had to live up to that word. Word is bond. Bond is life. Before my words have failed, I said, give my life.
That's right.
That's how we lived then.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we live. Word is bond.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful, brother. Beautiful. We about to do a commercial break, Ahmed.
Do we have to? You ready?
Oh, you the boss on that. You let me know.
Oh, hey man. Well, I just briefly go through the announcements, and you can find Jock Brothers if you just tuning in. My name is Brother Ahmed. You can find Jock Brothers on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Jock Brothers. Jock Brothers. You can support us. At the bottom of the screen, you see $ Jock Bros, Cash App, Jock Bros. And supporting our initiative, we're trying to get the word out to our community. All these stories, all these experiences, all this influence is knowledge, and it builds up our families and our believing community, makes them strong. So support us. And our initiative right now is we're working to get the baddest, boldest Black newspaper, The Final Call, into the prison system, to our brothers and sisters that are incarcerated. So if you know anyone or anyone is in their family, or you just want to support us in this initiative, send information to Jock Brothers Viewers at gmail.com. Thank you. Let's get back to these brothers. Let's get back to this work. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, it seems like we missing somebody. We missing Captain Curtis.
Yes, sir.
I mean, can somebody get Captain Curtis on the phone, man? Let's get him on the show, man. So because these
please, let's get
brothers. They really love and respect this brother a lot. So let's hear from him. I don't see him yet. So let's just keep moving for right now. Brother Rashad, you know I love. Yeah, everybody got to know me. I met Brother Aquan and Brother Rashad at the same time when I was completely dead. And these brothers, man, I would get my hair cut by one brother 1 week and get my hair cut by the other brother because they gave me something totally different. So this is like my introduction to the Nation of Islam. These two brothers, Brother Rashad, man, your reputation precedes you. I want to know about this great reputation.
All we did was sell papers, Kyle.
Okay, we'll do. Yes, sir. Hey, excuse me, brother.
What brother Captain? Yes, sir, Brother Dave.
He said he was on the Sister Medina Muhammad. That's who he's under.
I don't see that.
Well, that's a good name to be under.
Great name.
That's a great name to be under.
But he's not on. I don't tell him to try again. Tell him to go out and try again. Brother Captain David, how did all these like different personalities, all of them really different in how they move? Man, how was you able to manage these brothers and then manage the post office the way you did? How was you able to manage these personalities? But they look like they're all explosive and they're all right.
Brother, what I can tell you is I learned to be a good leader, you had to be a good follower. I followed Brother Curtis, and Allah allowed him to give me the magnet he had to draw people with love. And that's what I did. I wanted to be just like him. He know in the mosque is he gave charity 500. He know that Brother David was gonna match him. Right. Brother David was gonna match him. And this thing he went, I was gonna match him. He said, "Cause somebody matched me, Brother David was gonna match him." I ain't care if I went broke. All my money he could go. If he did, I was gonna do it. And then my job was when you hear all this stuff about some brothers don't like Brother Curtis stuff. If you didn't like Brother Curtis, I had to keep you to find out what I can do to make you love Brother Curtis. That was my main stuff. Any negativity you had about him, I was gonna make it positive.
Come on, man.
That was my job. That was my main job. I don't know. I got so much respect for him and his wife. When I was going through in that Kansas stuff, I had nobody to talk to. Brother Curtis was in Africa. I don't know with Sister Medina. We used to talk for hours. You know what I mean? Man, I mean, it's going through a job. I didn't lose my job. I got retired, the accident, and it was like I ain't think nobody wanted me no more. You see what I'm saying? Cause I ended up trying to get another wife, paying $1,600 child support, and nobody want me. You know what I mean? I felt that nobody didn't want me. You see what I'm saying? But Curtis brought life back to me. You know what I mean?
That's
He
right.
showed me that you might go through these consequences and all that kind of stuff, but the reward, just go through it. The reward is at the end. Just go through. You know what I mean? That's what I got to learn to go through.
Anybody have any regrets? Let me rephrase that. Do anybody wish something could have happened different that could have maybe that during that time that could have made you a better soldier? Do you have any like? Cause I'm listening to this, right, and I'm saying to myself, yeah, I was at Waffle House 3 a.m. after FOI class, and I had to get up and go to work the next day. I mean, I would have probably been one of them brothers be like, man, I got to go, man. I got to go.
Right. A lot of brothers did that.
Yeah, a lot
of brothers did that. But the one that was faithful stayed.
The one that's on this
panel. 8 o'clock in the morning. I didn't leave the mosque at 7. I went to my job. Had brothers drive me to my job. But Curtis sent me all the way to Mississippi, and I had to come back. They drove me straight to the job. The white people that was in charge, they didn't know who I was because the brothers would surround me and walk me in the building. Come pick me up. Just like I was able to position. I was able to get other brothers to work at the post office. You see what I'm saying? Like Brother Wade, I was able to get him a job. You know what I mean? One time, Brother Curtis, you made money. That's right. You make money.
Yes, sir.
That's right. That's right, Brother David. You're absolutely right.
Yes, sir. Hey, brother.
Those 3 o'clock in the mornings and 7 o'clock in the mornings qualified us for like Atlanta. A lot of people don't know this, but Atlanta, from my understanding, was the first city that they sent the minister to with only his son. We got a call that this was when like we were going through whatever financial strain with the papers had dropped, and the minister normally moves with a large contingency. They weren't able to move the way that they normally move. So we got a call. The minister had to come to Atlanta. They called. I remember. I think it was Tata. He called me and he was like, "Y'all know the minister coming to Atlanta, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He said, "Y'all know he coming by himself." I'm like, "Yes, sir." He said, "Let something happen to him, the entire nation can be down there to see y'all." Hung the phone up. I'm like, okay, but they knew because of the work that we put in by Allah's grace, being trained under Brother Curtis and him always having us around. They knew what they had in us to send the minister to Atlanta by himself, and we ran the whole detail. The whole detail. The brothers that you're looking at on the phone, on the screen, and some that aren't here. We had to put together the motorcade. We had to make sure the hotel was straight. We had to make sure that his travel to and fro was straight. We had to connect with the police. All of that stuff, everything that we saw and was trained under the E-team to do, they trusted us to do it. Now, all that came from staying around, getting them tidbits of information and qualifying ourselves at being at the Waffle House at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's not qualified to do that when you don't put it. You're not willing to put in the work to do it because you don't understand.
That's right.
Hey, brother,
That's right.
Going through it, we had to go through it. We didn't understand it. There was times where I would go to FY class, get out of class. I sold food at the time. Get out of class, had enough time to get to the farmer's market, get my product, and get back to the corner and go soldier in the same suit I had on the day before. I go home after that. You know what I'm saying? But that not everybody's going to do that. But when we went through it and was able to see the other side of it, then the sacrifice that we took, we benefited from it, man. And here we are today. And I'll say this for myself: if it wasn't for the training of Brother Curtis, I probably wouldn't be around.
Yeah.
That's right.
Wow.
Let me tell you a story. Brother Curtis told me to order 50,000 papers, final call papers. I almost fainted right there on the spot. But I did it. I had to get organized with brother to go sell them 50,000 papers. Brother minister told me that if I did sell them, I had to pay for them myself. Boy, I had to go. Boy, and it took everything in me to organize them, brother. I had to use all the management skill I knew. Man, I was going to brother's house. You got the final call Skyped up in your house. You got to get them out of there. You got to come with me and sell those papers. You know what I mean? But man, I remember that. I can laugh about them stories now, but there wasn't no laughing matter. did.
Oh, you was gonna have Farrakhan paper money.
Yes.
Hey, you was gonna have.
There you go, because you just came on. He went on. Because just came on.
He working his audio out. He working it out.
Yeah, but
you it was no. You had no excuse.
That's right.
Right.
No, it was no excuse. You was gonna have the money.
When I was in the hospital, the first thing I said is, "You get that Farrakhan newspaper money." That's the only thing on my mind when I woke up. They had me all strapped down. I had my hip joint was laying on my back, ball joint was laying on my back. Only thing I cared about was where's that Mr. Farrakhan paper money. That's the only thing I was worried about. That's the thing that came out of my mouth when I woke up when they did surgery. Because you got the money, got Farrakhan money. You know what I mean? I had to. I always wanted to be accountable. Because made me be accountable. You know what I mean?
He's trying to get on. He's having some audio issues. He want to address each and every one of you brothers.
Mm-hmm.
It's something I want. I want to do this specifically for you because let's remember now, this is your day. And so Captain Curtis, man, he couldn't have did what he was able to do if he didn't have a solid team behind you the way he had y'all behind him.
Mm-hmm.
So we just waiting for Brother Captain to come on. He's having a little audio issue. So hold on, we don't have enough room for him. Somebody has to drop off in order for him to get on.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I'll drop.
I'll drop.
Everybody.
And this how these brothers sacrifice. Hold tight, soldier. I see brother Jack.
Who?
No, well, everybody's supposed to be here. I mean, we over guessed. But yeah, somebody got to sacrifice, man, to get brother Captain Curtis on.
Okay, I'm gone.
No. Who's this left?
That was brother Don. You know.
Don and
David left.
Don and Dave. Soldiers.
Wow, they just jumped out. You see how they do, man? Them brothers. Okay, all right. So while we're waiting for Captain Curtis to get his Richard. You know you signed that country. Okay, somebody be playing. Okay, who is this right here? Okay, there go Captain right here. There you go, Captain Curtis. How you doing, Top Soldier? So while we're waiting for Captain Curtis to get his Richard. You know you signed that country. And we also have.
yeah.
There you go. Captain Curtis. So while we're waiting for Captain Curtis, somebody got two devices. And we also have Top Soldier. Yeah. How you doing, Soldier?
Brother Minister.
Brother Minister, while Captain Curtis getting his audio right. How you doing, sir?
Brothers, I don't know if you're speaking with me, but my audio is very, very muted and scrambled. Is there anything to be done? Is there anything that we can do?
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
Well, I can see y'all. I can see how handsome you are. Everybody looks good. Everybody look happy. Everybody looks strong. Nobody looks ill. You all look like Muslim followers of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and helpers of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. So I guess I'm with the right group of people. Even if I can't hear Jack, I can't hear nothing nobody's saying. Maybe I'll hear it going on, but I can see it. Well, look at brother Rashad. Look at you. It's polished and sharp.
We can hear you.
Everybody look good.
Brother, man, give him a call.
Y'all can hear me now. Brother Sabir, is that you, Brother Sabir? Yeah. Look, yes, man, look at my family. Y'all look good.
Oh, brother, that's brother Talib. How you doing, Top Soldier? Well, he was on a second ago.
Was that Talib?
That was Talib.
Yes.
I hear somebody scrambling.
I didn't know he was on 18. Go ahead, brother. Introduce yourself, brother Talib.
Yeah, brother Talib.
Like Ronnie.
I'm not. This is the wrong show. I'm on the wrong show.
All right. So Captain. Oh, let me see. There go Captain Curtis. How you doing, Captain Curtis?
What's fine? You see me?
Yes, sir. I think he's fine.
They can hear you.
I can hear you, sir.
They can hear that. You got to move that. You got to take that. Turn it down. Turn it down. Just turn it down. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I got two things going on here. First of all, assalamu alaikum. We give it all the praise and the glory. We give it all the glory and the praise to Allah. Brothers, you know, I'm kind of, you know, to hear men talk about something that you did that you love to do, enjoy doing. I just thank Allah for all of you. For all of you all. But I want to in particular start from the top. And we can never thank Allah enough, the great Mahdi, and for him raising up the exalted Christ. And in this hour to have a Messiah in our midst. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. That he could allow me to be an aider and a helper to him. And some of the brothers are not that was on this team. The brother Don started off. We started back in South Carolina working a 38 special, Mars 38. And we moved from 50 papers a month. Paper was coming out monthly. Then it became every 2 weeks, and we moved up to maybe 200. The paper went weekly, and we went all the way to 10,000. I was the assistant regional captain, Brother Akil, in the Mid-Atlantic region. And we went over into Atlanta on the guidance from the, at that time, the Supreme Captain, the Mercy and Grace of the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, to do the Georgia Dome. And during the Dome, it took a certain group of brothers, and that was Brother Don, Brother Rasheen, Brother Willie from Georgetown. All the brothers came in from the Carolinas. But when I got sent to Atlanta to become the regional, once again, Brother Shard was there, young Brother Shard, Brother Richard at that time. And we duplicated the E-team. And I got to give that credit to Chicago because they was under Brother Captain Big Jack at that time, Brother Abdul Wali Muhammad. He had a task force that they had together in Chicago, aside from the regular FOI. Also, he helped establish the E-team to secure the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. All the brothers you see basically around the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, that Brother Sadiq, Brother Rashad, Brother Emir, all those brothers, Brother Tada and all of them brothers, Brother Harun, came up under that captain. And they had an executive team called, they the E-team. And each one of them had a region. And that time, Brother Melvin, who is now Brother Sadiq, was over the Southern region. And he used to deal with Brother David and Brother Leroy, all the brothers that dealt with the phone call. But in truth of the matter, the team became more in place when the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan sent Student Minister Jamil Muhammad to Atlanta.
That way we was able to, Jamil was able to help us get Brother Rahman in movement. Brother Abdul Malik came on the team. And with the development of the FOI, there was student minister Darrell down in Macon, Georgia, who ran my orientation class. And when he got the brothers to come to my class, he had already prepared them for where they was going. He, man, you might want to get over there, but there's a brother over there, he ain't playing. So with that, there's another brother missing on this team, brother student minister Patrick. I sure wish he was on the line, because that's brother Leroy's sidekick. You know, we all had a sidekick that we ran with real close. So Leroy, Patrick, and David, that crew. But in honesty, the support that I got from brother Captain David and First Officer Sabir was brother Ronnie. They was tremendously in helping me hold these brothers together, because these brothers you got on the phone now, they was some giants. They had their own way. They didn't just come along easily now. And I almost had to fight Rashad to get him in line. Man, he was a warrior, man. He was like, shit, Cap, we're gonna do it like this. Cap, we're gonna do it like that. I'm like, oh, hold up, bro, we're gonna do it like this. You know, so my position was, we give all the credit, brother. Listen to me. All the credit for everything we did is because of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
That's right.
I love him. I love him. I love him. And I taught these men by Allah's grace to love the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. I don't give a damn what happened to me. Go past me. You see the man that I'm pointing you to is the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, not me.
That's right.
Not me. Anything he want, we need to try to get it for him. And the number one minister, as he teaches us, is the pound call.
That's right.
It is the engine. It is the fuel that runs the engine of the nation. And I say to us today, if we took that same mold and just imagine moving that kind of papers now, what he could do with that dollar. Listen to me closely. If we move 30,000 papers in Atlanta now, that means $30,000 goes to Chicago to the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. If we move 250,000 papers nationwide, that's $250,000 a week going to Chicago. That's $1 million a month. That's $12 million a year. Do you think we would need to raise our Savings Day gift? And $12 million would go in the pocket of the men that sold the phone call, that actually gave it away as a gift, because you're not selling it. You're really giving it to the people for a small donation. It's the life-giving teaching. So in that $12 million that the FOI would get from moving the phone call, $6 million of it probably would go back in charity for Savings Day, number 2 poor. Now they're gonna go back. And you freeing these men up to be free. If we want to be free, you got to come out of a slave mentality. What did we give up? We didn't give up nothing but being a slave. We wanted to be living men walking with a living God.
Yeah.
And so Allah blessed us in that period with a spiritual minister. At that time, Brother Jamil, I don't care where we wanted him to teach at, he would go teach. I remember me and him and Brother Sabir went to a little town in Mississippi called Meridian, Mississippi. Wasn't no Muslims there. We went and soldiered and got about 600 people out.
Yes, sir.
And when we was leaving, they shot at our car. And we had a flat tire, and Jamil told me, hold up, I said, we're going to dry the rims off, brother. Minister. I'm not stopping. So it was the spirit. It was the spirit coming from the rostrum, the representation of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, that went down into these men. And then when they went into processing class, it was the spirit of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan coming through student minister Darrell Muhammad down in Macon, Georgia, to inspire the new men. So when they got to where we were, you know, I'm not an English major. That's why I had Brother Don around a lot. He's an English major. I mess words up. The brother would laugh all through the class. You know, so brothers like Brother Sabir, you know, coming out of New York, he had a New York type flavor. You know, my brother David, you know, he was so dedicated to, you know, I didn't have a choice. And even we got Brother Miko up out of Mississippi later on.
That's right.
We brought him all the way from Jackson, Mississippi into Atlanta. But the brothers knew that all we wanted was for our nation to be seen and recognized throughout Atlanta. So that's why Brother David was saying, whatever we wanted in Atlanta, we got it because the city of Atlanta, not the mosque, but the city of Atlanta, entertainers in Atlanta saw an army.
That's right.
They saw a man, didn't have no fear. We're going to take this security contract. We're going to lock down Too Short. We're going to lock down anybody got anything to do with music. We want these contracts. And we're going to secure you. We locked down Atlanta Live. We locked down Prince. I mean, you start naming people off all the way up to Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown. It was the fortitude of the spirit of these brothers on this phone because they all had men under them.
That's right.
And so when you start talking about the original 18, some brothers get a little lost. They might have came in on the tail end, but on the front side, you take a Brother Leroy and Brother Tyel, they would set up all night counting paper money. You know, you would take Brother Rashad riding all over the city with no driver license, driving a Cadillac with 3 wheels on it, getting the paper money. You took a brother like a brother Smiley, Brother Chris, he was gonna make sure you paid the paper money.
Right.
You know, so all we would tell Brother Jamil to do, you ain't got to come on the corner, Brother Jamil. We just need you to teach. So the only way we could keep him out of sin, we had to keep him teaching. Man, teach over in Alabama, Jamil. Teach over here. I mean, we're going to run sin and iniquity out of the mosque. He couldn't stay in here. So, in all of us that's here on the phone, none of us could not say that we are ungrateful for the mercy and the grace of Allah for giving us the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. He is the purpose of all our lives. And if you wasn't talking Farrakhan around Mosque 15 or anywhere we went, you're going to get the hell away from us. It's all about the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Nobody else can take the credit. And you got to give credit to men who you took examples from. I took my lead from Chicago, my headquarters. Brother Abdul Wali Muhammad was no joke over in Chicago, even though you had Supreme Captain over there, you had Assistant Supreme Captain, Mustafa, you had Sharif over there, but Wali was the nucleus to that Chicago team, man. So you got to give credit to where credit is due. So we thank Allah. I'm like Brother Don. Y'all get me all fired up and excited. I don't even know if y'all heard nothing I said.
Brother Cap, I want to get Student Minister Jamil a word.
Absolutely. Let me get out the way. Assalamu alaikum, sir. Salute. Original salute. Double O. Double O.
Student Minister Jamil, can you hear us? You can't hear us?
Come on down to Modern Time, Brother Jamil. We see you. Come on down to Modern Time. Don't be speechless now, sir.
We still don't have no audio from him. Okay.
I see a brother keep popping over here with a cap on. Is that Brother Talib?
Yes, that's Brother Talib.
Yes, sir, Brother Cap. Yes, sir, Brother
Brother
Cap. How you
Talib.
doing, sir?
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Hey, salam, sir.
Good to see you, my brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can somebody call Brother
Praise be to
Jamil
Allah.
and let him know? Okay, he can't get it right. Okay, all right. As soon as Student Minister Jamil can get some audio, we'll let him get a word in. So, Brother Cap, look, we at the tail end of the show. But before we leave, can you please go one by one and tell your soldiers, man, give them a kind word. Is Brother Cap still on? Oh, yes. Let's start with Brother Leroy.
Yeah. Well, Brother Leroy, I can never thank Allah enough for your persistence and your aid in helping me help the Honorable Louis Farrakhan in the phone call department, as well as the motorcade department. You will always be in my heart. I'll always love you. And you know what? See, y'all got me in the spirit right now. I'm ready to go put my uniform on. So let's hit the street, brother. Let's go. But I couldn't. I could go, Brother Rashad. You know, I couldn't thank you enough, sir, for being like a son to me. And my wife, you know, you always call us Mom Duke and Pop Duke, you know, and I could never, ever relinquish my love for you and how I feel about you. And I feel like you really adopted you, man. I really do. I mean, and I thank a lot for you, dear brother. Brother Aquan, that goes the same for you. You my son-in-law, so I put a little more foot on you than I do the rest of them right now. But okay, you're gonna be all right, sir. I love you.
Love you too.
All right, stay strong, keep that smile, take care of your family, man. That's why I say that to all of us. Brother Sabir, you've been a great help to us in Atlanta, and you're still doing magnificent work out in the community now. If we just only understood it. I thank Allah for you and all your help you did. May Allah continue to bless you. I love you, Brother Talib. I see you came on. You know, that was another warrior soldier right there. He was a fighter too. And brother made a lot of sacrifice to soldier with us and work with us on this team. And it's still working. And I thank Allah for you, dear brother. Love you very much.
Love you too,
Brother
Cap.
David.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Brother Captain, words for your sacrifice and your love to help me with these brothers and to make sure negativity stayed out of the ranks. For that kind of love to share toward another man, it's irreplaceable. Brother Marcus, another warrior, him and Rashad, that was the team, and Brother Steve. Man, there's so many people we missing, man, that like Brother Clint,
Yeah, Brother
Clinton, Brother Kareem. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Brother Patrick on.
Keep going, what you say?
You have Brother Patrick
Brother
on.
Patrick on?
Hey.
Big Patrick, Big Patrick. What's going on, student minister Patrick?
Man, look,
brother, I couldn't thank Allah enough for you and your sacrifice. I'm gonna stop for a minute and let you talk.
Yeah, look, this like.
Go ahead, Brother Patrick.
All we need is Tayab.
Oh, yes, sir.
It's paper like, bro. I just want to let you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just let you know, I love you. I appreciate you. I thank you for molding myself and all these brothers into real men. And we are still benefiting today off of the sacrifices that you made and the way you guided us into becoming men. Because we were boys when we got in there. But through your work, through your love and dedication, love of the Honorable Mr. Louis Farrakhan, you made men out of us. And our families benefit today because of the work that you did. So we love you, sir. May Allah continue to bless you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. And we love you and your family as well. And we're just thankful for you taking up the spirit to do what you're doing and following in the footsteps of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
Yes,
for all the brothers that are not on,
is that Millie? Hey.
It is.
The Black Belt Minister.
He might not be able to hear you. He was having
He would have got his audio.
Brother,
can you hear us now, sir?
Yes, sir, Brother Patrick.
Hey, you now? Brother Dave, we need to send a private jet down there and bring you up to Atlanta.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can somebody call him?
Yeah, it'll be.
We should plan a reunion and do a celebration. Yeah, can y'all hear me?
I was just about to say that, Cap. We need an Atlanta reunion.
Right, we can do it out at your faith farm, man.
Consider it done.
Ride some horses. We can ride some horses and have some fun out there. Do a barbecue.
Hey, all you got to do is pick a day and time. We can make it happen.
All right, well, let's do that. Let's set that up. Brother David, Captain David, that's on you and Brother Sabir.
Sir,
that was your job.
Where you leaded me, I'm following.
Yes, sir.
No problem. You know that.
All right, we're going to organize, supervise, and deputize, okay?
It's done. Done deal.
It's the thing called organize, supervise, and deputize. But you know, I got to say, Brother Don and Brother Rasheen was going to be on, but he had another engagement. But those two brothers was with me all the way through the Georgia Dome with another brother from Georgetown named Brother Willie. All the brothers from South Carolina, Brother Victor, all those that are listening, that I may have not called, I want to thank them for helping push me in the manner they did, that I became the assistant regional and then became a regional captain and a part of the F team, not securing, but walking with our security, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, because he secured us. We didn't secure him. Please trust me when I tell you that.
Hey, Brother Captain,
and I'm grateful.
I was just gonna say, Brother
Well,
Captain,
we own the show, don't we?
We on the show. We on the show, but time is running low. I just want to get a final word, and we're gonna shut down the show. But I really like. I'm gonna let Captain have the final words, but I want to let you know, man, I really respect the A-Team, your contribution to Atlanta. I'm just privileged and honored to know a lot of you brothers. I wish I would have had a chance to soldier at that time, but it just wasn't my time. But I'm here now.
We're still soldiering now, Kawhi.
Oh no! Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Wait a minute! We ain't going nowhere yet. We still here.
We still soldiering.
You want to soldier with us? You welcome to come on board. welcome to the A-Team. We still soldiering for Atlanta. Ain't nothing to stop. We still soldiering for the A-Team. So you ain't too late for you, Jackie. Ahmed, all y'all got to do is put on your suit and bow tie. We don't soldier in no straight tie now. We soldier in bow ties. Go ahead and represent Aquan.
Come on, Cat. Come on, Cat.
All praises. Listen, we couldn't get Brother Jamil on. We couldn't get Jamil on.
He was on. He just couldn't get no audio. Let me see.
Anyway, I want to thank. Okay. No, Don, I need to tell Don I love him, man, and I thank him for being with me from the start. And he gave up a lot, bro. He didn't tell you all. But Don gave up all his whole stable, all of the cognac, and the liquor stuff. Don gave up a whole lot. Trust me. Don Enoch gave up a lot to be where he is. I'm just thanking Allah for him each and every day. Each and every day. But each and every one of you brothers, man, y'all just don't even understand the beauty in the love that you showed me and the respect. And I know I kept y'all late some nights. And but I think all of y'all became real sharp dressers, man. Y'all start dressing like the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, start shining, start looking good, wanted to be on the road with the E-Team. It was like, and some of y'all are still serving. If the minister come around now, you see Patrick, Leroy, Aquan, they still driving.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We still driving. You see Rashad around. Yeah, listen to this. See what I'm saying? So they haven't went anywhere. All has happened in the last 20 years is for us to take a look and a snapshot back at what we did and what we can do now to make it even better. We must strive to build a nation and a future for our wives and our children. We can no longer not want to build a nation. It's about building a nation. It's about raising the flag of Islam. Wherever you are, raise the flag. But you can't raise flag on things that you don't own. You strive for ownership on this land to raise the flag to be a representative of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. We can't represent the Honorable Louis Farrakhan ragged and out of doors looking crazy, act like we don't have no teaching at all when we got the greatest teacher in the world. There's never been a man on the planet teach as much and as long as the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan have been teaching and is teaching us. What else do we want him to say for us to show that we love him? We can say we love him, But damn it, if we don't demonstrate it, we lying. What do we own? What do we have?
That's right.
So as a team, we need to come together and make that happen under the current leadership. Push the leadership to be in love with Honorable Louis Farrakhan, and I'm sure they do. We got to actually get behind them and support them. We can't be one-sided. I'm just going to go with this one because I like it. I don't have to like you if you love Minister Farrakhan. You love Minister Farrakhan, then I love you. I love you for loving him. If you love the believers, I love you for loving the believers. So either we're going to be on point or we're going to fall out. That's my whole thing. Either you're going to ride on the right lane or you're going to get out of the road. What do you want to do? You want to be a Muslim, FOIMGT, in support and love and Honorable Louis Farrakhan? Get on board. You got the teachings. It's much easier now to fall in and do what you're supposed to do. He made it super clear and clear for us to be in love with him and to love Allah God for blessing us to have life. I could go on and on and on, man. My whole thing is on the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. Do you love him?
Yes, sir.
If you love him, then show you love him. Show your love, man. Show your love. Let the Honorable Louis Farrakhan know we love him. And the way we love him is through the #1 program. Phone calls are too low right now. Can we lift it up? If we're going to reunite in Atlanta, let's unite on how we can take the papers up past 15,000, 20,000 and back our captain that's in place right now. That's how you show your love.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You got to show your love to the #1 ministry. The #1 ministry is the Final Call.
Yes,
you
sir.
got to. That'll make us all wealthy. Okay, let's shut it down with the Final Call then. Final Call, Final Call, Final Call. Farrakhan, Farrakhan, Farrakhan. That's all I know.
He's not used to paper night, bro, Cap. We'll end it.
Right.
Paper night, we'll
Look,
stop.
it was an honor having y'all on the show, brothers. It was an honor having you on the
Brother,
show.
it was an honor for you to have us on here. Thank you, brother, so much for honoring us, brother. We thank you all so much. May Allah continue to bless you in your endeavors. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, family. Wow. Salute to the 18.
Thank you.
Original salute.
Yes, sir.
Praise be to